In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can get more money inside of Steal A Brainrot, and I'm going to be showing you the best tricks inside of the game, what you should do to get the most money, and so much more. Obviously, a lot of players struggle with getting cash inside of the game, especially new players. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what you should do if you're trying to get the most money inside of the game. Anyways, let's get right into this video. So the first thing I would recommend you do inside of the game is obviously just normally play the game by buying stuff from this conveyor belt. Typically the stuff that spawn don't give that much cash, but inside of the game, if you just have a lot of like average size brain rots, this will definitely get you a lot of cash, and the reason why is pretty straightforward. Now, as you can see, all my brain rots inside of the game are pretty average. A lot of them are actually considered bad, but the reason why I'm getting a lot of cash is because if you just AFK the game with a lot of brain rots on your actual map, you will just earn tons and tons of cash. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All you have to do is pretty much just AFK the game whenever you have a full base of brain rots, and you can just collect them when you get back on the game the next time, and you'll just have tons and tons of cash. Obviously, since I did rebirth recently, my cash is really low compared to what it used to be. But pretty much, if you're just trying to make a fortune in cash and you're not worried about any other components of the game, then yes, this is probably going to be the most efficient way. Now, the next thing you could do inside of the game is obviously by having a lot of these traps available in your inventory. Why am I saying that? Well, inside of this game, there is a concept called Steal, which is pretty much part of the game by now, in which you can take pets from other people's bases. Obviously, some players will have the admin panel game pass, in which they can obviously steal from you a lot easier, but assuming you don't have that game pass, you could go to these shops, buy those items, and use it to trap people into getting free stuff. Yes, it is part of the game, so don't feel too bad because pretty much every player does it by now, and you're not the only person. But if you want an advantage and you want to get more cash, obviously buying these tools will definitely help you out. Now, the next thing you can do inside of the game is very specific, and this only works one time every week. And that is by getting on the game on Tuesday, which I believe is when the admin abuse happens. Now, the owner of Steal A Brainrot, Sammy, typically does something called admin abuse on Tuesday, and he calls it Taco Tuesday. Pretty much what that is inside of the game, there is an event that will happen every week on Tuesday specifically, in which he will announce a new update and run a ton of admin abuses, which gives the player, including you, a chance to get some very cool brain rots that are typically super rare. Not only will he give you a bunch of brain rots, but he will also be running some events that will give you even better perks on the brain rots you already have. So make sure to always get on whenever there is an admin abuse, since it is really cool, of course, as the show is pretty epic, and above that you will be getting a lot of benefits. Now, the next thing you can do inside of the game, for players who don't already know and haven't already seen, that is you can buy the 2x money game pass. Now, surprisingly, not everybody actually checks the shop, and some people may have not noticed that this actually exists. But yes, you can actually get a 2x money game pass. Obviously, as the game pass describes, you can double your money you get when you collect them from your base. Now, I did make a video specifically on that game pass, so feel free to check that out if you haven't already. But yes, that game pass is really good when it comes to getting more cash inside of the game. Now, what else can you do inside of this game to earn a lot of money? Well, obviously, there are stuff like this galactic spin wheel that reward you with money inside of the game, but that wheel doesn't typically make you as much. So obviously, you know, this wheel is good to have, and yes, you can earn money, but if you're trying to get a lot of money in the game, don't worry about this wheel and having it be like your money maker. Also, referring to new players, if you're trying to make a lot of money inside of the game, the best approach is honestly just go get a free brain rot from someone else's base. You'll make a lot more than if you're actually trying to play the game normally. And the reason why is because inside of this game, if you're a new player, you just won't earn that much money off the start, which makes sense because obviously you gotta work your way up. But the best way to get all the way up to the top faster, and then obviously at the top you could do the other methods, is by just taking a brain rot from someone else's base. Now, be careful when you do that because obviously somebody can just take it back from your base, or above that they can take your brain rots you already have. So make sure to always be alertive when you're playing the game in public servers. The other thing is obviously when you're playing this game, if you don't want your brain rots to be stolen, my highest recommendation I can give you is to get a VIP server or find one that somebody is lending you use. Because inside of this game, if you're not in VIP, you're likely going to have all your brain rots taken from you in a really short amount of time. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Let me know down below in the comments which method has helped you the most inside of the game. And if you have any other recommendations for players who don't have a lot of money, let me know down below in the comments also, so obviously I could show them, or they could find out for themselves which methods make them the most money inside of Steal A Brainrot. But other than that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.